So, as I was saying, now we said that the cryptocurrency is one of the characteristics is that it is decentralized. Then the second issue is that it's built on a blockchain, which is the characteristics of a cryptocurrency. If you really want to know if something is a cryptocurrency, one of the major ways to know is that is it is this is I'm trying to okay. So one of the major um, characteristics is that it's built on a blockchain or other distributed ledger technology, because distributed ledger technology is one of the main things that makes the blockchain system work. It's actually a ledger, so which allows participants to enforce rules of the system in an automated, trustless fashion. Trustless means you don't have to trust the system because the codes we do the work without you needing to trust another person. So it uses cryptography to secure the cryptocurrency's underlying structure and network system. And I told you when I was discussing about the blockchain session that cryptography is basically the hashing algorithm. You understand? So when you have a signature, okay, you use signature to secure your data. And when you use, I told you that the Bitcoin network is using SHA-256 and many of the cryptocurrencies too, probably. So now the SHA-256, which is secure hash algorithm, sorry, which is secure hash algorithm, is so efficient that you cannot, two different data can never have the same hash. No way. They can't. Even if you have the same data, it will tell you this one is not the original one. You get my point? So that's the essence of it. And that's what makes anything a cryptocurrency. So history of cryptocurrency, we have previous attempts, people who tried to create cryptocurrency. I once discussed that as well. So we have people like David Chaum who created eCash, Adam Back, Hashcash, Nexabo, and people usually think Nexabo is the Satoshi Nakamoto because Bitcoin and Bitcoin have a lot of similarities. So, but then came the Bitcoin era, which is the first working perfect cryptocurrency. And it solved this double spending problem, as I said. So the Bitcoin era came in 2009. Then in later years, 2014, Ethereum developed, other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin. Litecoin is a wonderful cryptocurrency as well. It's a wonderful cryptocurrency and others. So, but these are basically, majorly the most popular ones. Binance Coin as well. So Cardano, though Cardano just came in, and these are very, very wonderful, wonderful cryptocurrencies. Solana and the rest. So that is how we got to the present state we are in cryptocurrency. So let's go to the next topic, which is coins versus tokens. Coins versus tokens. So sometimes people used to though they are used interchangeably, actually. They are used interchangeably, but most of the time, you need to know the underlying difference. So coins are just method of payments, while tokens represent a company's share, give access to product or service, and perform many other functions. Coins are currencies that can be used for buying and selling things, period. You can buy a token with a coin, but you cannot buy a coin with a token. You understand what I'm saying? So you can buy a token with a coin, but you cannot buy a coin with a token, blah, blah, blah. Coin operates independently, while token has a specific use in a project ecosystem. So coin is just basically currency, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin does not do any other thing than the essence of being a currency. Simple. That's what Bitcoin does. You can't use Bitcoin to do smart contracts. You understand? But Ethereum can do smart contracts. There is smart contract inbuilt on BitTorrent, on Chiliz, on Uniswap, basic attention token. You understand? And StormX, there is a kind of solidity that is coded into these ones. You understand? But Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Monero, Dogecoin, they are just literally currencies of the internet. That's what they do. So people tend to exchange them. You understand? People tend to exchange them for any other thing. They work as currency. So that's what they do. But a token actually have a use case. Now, if you create a company that is on blockchain that is working for maybe real estate, there will be a token. Now, that token will be, it will have a use case in the existing project. The token will have a use case in the existing project. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to have a use case in the existing project. And that's why we have, tokens like Ethereum. Though Ethereum also functions like a coin, you understand? It functions like a coin. It's used, majorly people are selling and buying Ethereum, even though they don't know what Ethereum is doing. So the reason why there is a lot of confusion between a token and a coin is that people can buy both. Both can be a store of value. The value can increase. The only ones that cannot increase is stable coins, which are pegged to a particular currency. Those are the ones. So for example, now, Tether cannot increase. It will always be $1 because it is pegged to the dollar. You understand? So USD coin cannot increase. It is pegged to the dollar. Do you get my point? So, and these are tokens, okay? So they cannot increase. So, but other people ones can increase, Ethereum can increase, the value can increase, BitTorrent, it can increase, Chiliz can increase. So that's the difference between tokens and coins. Coins are currencies, tokens are, a particular, how do I put it? It's a cryptocurrency that have a particular use. So for example, if you look at Ethereum now, Ethereum gives people, it affords them the opportunity to use smart contracts. Now, BitTorrent, there is, all of them, there is a degree of smart contract coded into them. So in BitTorrent, if you have ever done torrent before, if you have downloaded things via torrent, now this is what they use BitTorrent for. Now, a torrent site is a free site, okay? A torrent site is a free site, very free. Now, what that torrent site means is that you can, in a torrent site, you can actually, in a torrent site, I can have a data, all right? It's one of the first set of decentralized peer-to-peer inventions ever, the BitTorrent. So I have, let's say, what film is raining presently now? I don't know, but because I don't watch many of them at times. But I'm looking for the film, yeah, because film is maybe and data and something else. Okay, let's say The Lord of the Rings. You want to download The Lord of the Rings on the internet. Now, because you want to download The Lord of the Rings on the internet and you don't have The Lord of the Rings on your phone or on your system, so there is somebody on BitTorrent network that have The Lord of the Rings. So when you connect to the network, the person is seeding. So, and because the person is seeding that particular data, you can copy the data directly from that person over the BitTorrent network, right? So now, because it is free, people are not motivated to seed, because when you are seeding, it's consuming your data. You get my point? You are releasing data out, and you need that. basically you are doing an upload, okay? You are seeding, you are doing an upload so that people can copy directly from your computer. So in order to motivate people to, share their files and things like that. So what they basically do, all right? So what is being basically done is that there is BitTorrent attached to it. So which means if you are seeding your file continuously, you will not be doing it for free any longer. You will be given BitTorrent tokens as a reward for seeding. Now, if you want to seeding means you are uploading for others to copy the data from you. Now, if you are the one trying to download, all right, from the same network, and maybe the file you want to download, people are not seeding it, people are not, sharing it out because they felt nobody knows it. If you want people to share it out, just buy BitTorrent tokens. So you buy BitTorrent tokens. That BitTorrent tokens that you have actually purchased, I mean, you paid to the BitTorrent network. That will give the BitTorrent network to, they will use your money to compensate those that have that film, and then they are going to share it with you. You understand? So it creates a kind of attention to you. So because you have subscription, people, there is no film that you want, you will see somebody that will see the film. But if you are using free network, you will have to wait. If somebody who wills to seed it begins to seed it. You get my point? So that token, the BitTorrent token, have a use case. That's why it's called a token. There is a specific use case on the BitTorrent network, and the BitTorrent network is using BitTorrent is actually using the Tron network, the Tron blockchain. So Chiliz as well is used for socials.com and all the big clubs, that are playing for all these AC Milan, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, Manchester City. They now have their tokens. They are now using tokens, right? So Chiliz is one of the major ways used to conduct transactions and things like that. Uniswap as well, basic attention token. If you want to do advertisements now, so in previous times, if I want to advertise, I carry my money, I give it to Facebook. Facebook will give me a lot of visibility. Now they are not doing it that way again. If you have money, you give it to, I think Brave browser is using BAT. So you give it to a particular institution, then the institution will not publicize your content. No. What they will do is they will give out the money that you give them. They will give it out to individuals to go and publicize it. So how well they publicize it is how well that company is going to pay them. So with that, those that participate in that challenge, they are going to be rewarded. Or they can do it this way. I have money, I want to publicize, let's say I want to publicize Kappa Institute now, and I give it to a particular company. Now the company will now publish out the content. Okay. Now, when they now publish out the content, if you click on the content to read the content and to understand what is in the content, they will give you money for reading. So that way, if I know that if I read this content, they are going to give me money, it pays me now. You understand? So it pays me if I know if I read the content, they are going to give me money. Normally, I'm reading things, nobody is paying me. But now I'm reading, I'm getting information to myself, and then they are still paying me for getting information to myself. That is a win-win for me. So everybody will always fall for that. Everybody will always want a situation whereby the content is being published and they are reading something and they are getting paid for reading something. So everybody will take that. And that's what basic attention token is being used for in recent days, in recent times now. So it is actually the future of advertisement. And anybody that buys basic attention token, guaranteed the person is going to make money in 5 years' time, in 1 year time. because it's going to go up. It's a good token. The token have a very good use case, and not just that. The people that are behind it was the former co-founder of Mozilla Firefox. So the guy have a lot of brain and he has a name. So basic attention token is a very good token to buy. And recently, Grayscale have also declared that they have acquired a lot of basic attention token because it's a good token with a good use case. The next one is StormX. StormX is actually for people, if you go and buy something, let's say in a grocery store or in Walmart or whatever, or Hobby Lobby, you go and buy something in all those places, any or a supermarket, when you finish buying something, because you bought something from those guys, they will reward you for buying something from them. You understand? And they will give you a form of StormX tokens, a form of cryptocurrency, because you went and bought something. Now, let's say I went and bought something that is worth $200. Good. I went and bought something worth $200. Fine. Now, because I went and bought something that is worth $200, they still give me another additional cryptocurrency as a thank you for coming to buy something. Does it not make sense? Because that cryptocurrency that they gave me for free, over the period of 5 months, the thing may increase like 10 times. So I'm still making money. So these are tokens, they have use case. So the difference between a token and a coin is basically used to transact money as a medium of exchange. But a token have a particular use case. So, but the reason why people confuse them is because both coins and tokens, they appreciate over time and people are willing to keep them. So they are both stores of value. Let us continue. So cryptocurrency and CBDC. Now, this one is a good one, cryptocurrency and CBDC. So a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, I've explained it in the previous classes. A central bank digital currency is the virtual format of a fiat currency for a particular nation or region. It is an electronic record or digital token of the official currency and is issued and is regulated by its monetary authority. Simple meaning of all these big grammars is that a central bank digital currency is the digital currency of a central bank, period. Is the digital currency of a central bank. So it is another form of your cash. So let's say I have 1,000 naira. Now Nigeria wants to present their e-naira very soon. So e-naira. E-naira simply means a digital form of the naira, no difference. So it's just a digital form of the naira, a digital form of the naira. So if I have 1 naira in paper, now I can have the same 1 naira on my phone. I can have it on my phone. So I will just send from my phone 1 naira, I'll send it to you. So the 1 naira will leave my phone, then it becomes yours on your phone or on the system. It's just simple. So that's how digital currency works. So as you can see, if you check this there.
Sorry, excuse me. I'll ask you a quick question. If people are going to be transacting like that, does that mean that they're going to cut off commercial banks?
No, they are not cutting off commercial bank. They are not cutting off commercial bank. So there is actually it's a little bit because that was the challenge that everybody was actually having when that is actually coming up. So recently, the CBN has actually sent some presentation of how the CBDC will work to banks precisely. So, and because of my position and the friends I have in the banking system in CBN, so I am able to have insider information to what is actually happening. So the way Nigeria's naira will be working, I have the documentation issued by CBN. I have it. So they are not cutting off the banks because banks are essential part of the financial system of any country. So if you just cut off the bank, it will be a problem. It's a very, very intelligent question that you asked. I mean, very, very intelligent, because that has been the basis of debate over time about how the CBDC will come. Because if the CBDC come, will it not be a threat to the banks? So no, it's not going to be a threat to the banks. They have actually found a way of ensuring that both the banks, the central bank, and the people, they are cooperating together. But what the CBDC will actually do now is that if it will work the way I'm saying it, you can transfer it from one person to another, but at the same time, it is going to have the banks will have access to either, if you want to get a digital naira, maybe you have to go to bank. It's already stated in the document, and it gives a lot of visibility to the central bank. You understand? So if you transact anything you do, the central bank will see it now. Whereas if I give you 5 naira, or if I give you 20,000 at the back of my house, maybe inside my courtyard, and give you 20,000, the CBN doesn't know I gave you 20,000. But now if I do that, the CBN knows that I sent money to you. You understand? So, and over time, in the next 10, 15 years, obviously, the system will be forced to cut out the fiat currency. So as long as we have everybody have internet and their mobile phones, there won't be need for the paper currency again. So I hope I've answered your question quickly before I continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So now let's continue. So this diagram tells us this banknotes issued by central bank. There is digital money, that is bank deposit and e-money, and this bank deposit and e-money is just basically, a change in what is on the ledger. This particular bank say, okay, this person sent this money to this person, and then they change the figures on the ledger, things like that. That's what is being done in bank deposit and e-money. So, but this CBDC is issued by the central bank. It's issued by the central bank. So that's why it's at the middle. It's like the middle ground between banknotes and then the pre-existing way of transaction initially. So are CBDCs and cryptocurrencies the same? The answer is an emphatic no. CBDCs are not cryptocurrencies. They are not stable coins. They are not cryptocurrencies, because CBDCs are not a store of value. They just function like a fiat currency. They are still exposed to inflation, and in fact, it will be easier for the government to use it to, introduce to use it to enforce tax. Now, since the government have your digital naira, the moment you have the money is entering to your account, they are removing the tax, things like that. So you can be easily taxed. Fraudulent and activities and money laundering, it won't be easy again. So that's another one. So CBDCs and cryptocurrencies are not the same, because let's go back to the definition of cryptocurrency. The definition of cryptocurrency here said cryptocurrencies. Now let's go to point C. Cryptocurrencies typically exhibit the following characteristics. The first one is cryptocurrency is decentralized. It is decentralized, no central issuing authority. It is decentralized, and that is the first law that CBDC broke. CBDC is not central, it's not decentralized. It is centralized under the central bank. So because of that, it's not a cryptocurrency. So it's not a cryptocurrency. Yes, it may use blockchain, and it may not use blockchain, depending on the technology to use. So, but it is not decentralized. So, and there is no proof of work or proof of there is no consensus mechanism anywhere. The central bank is controlling it. They can decide to do anything they want to do with it. So it's just a digital form of your normal money. Simple. So it's not a cryptocurrency. So that being said about cryptocurrency versus CBDC. So investor versus trader, about cryptocurrency trading. An investor in crypto terms is someone who buys cryptocurrencies as asset of value and willing to sell them later at a higher price after a long time of holding it. Now, you will see that spelling of Odin or Odin, okay, is different because in crypto world we use the word hold, HODL. It means the same thing, hold, HOLD, when you hold something for long. But in crypto world, this is what you use, HODL. How did we come about? How did the crypto world come about holding, right, in this form? Because during the time when Satoshi Nakamoto was having his platform, the crypto platform, in those days, in the early days, now, one of the members of his forum wanted to make comment like, let's hold these coins so that it will appreciate. So he now mistyped it. Instead of it to write HOLD, he wrote HODL. And from jokes, just like a normal Reddit group where people can talk and make jokes and things like that, Wall Street bet, things like that. So the joke actually metamorphosed into a term. So people now stop out of mockery, okay? People stop using holding, normal HOLD, they start using HODL, and for life now. So that is now, if you want to tell people in crypto terms that you are holding this coin, you won't use the HOLD, you will use HODL. So that was how holding came about. So you hold the coin for a very long time and then you sell it later at a higher price. That's practically what an investor does. But a trader, on the other hand, is a professional financial analyst that buys and sells an asset within much shorter time. Maybe you can buy the asset and sell it under 2 minutes, under 3 minutes, under 1 hour, under 2 hours, under 3 hours. And two, you can use leverage. I forgot to put that in my explanation. You can use leverage. So that's one of the things that a normal trader does. So that's one of the key differences between a trader and an investor. A trader can use leverage. He can have 5,000 and then borrow 50,000, 45,000 more to make 50,000 from banks, and then use the 50,000 to trade. You understand? So all the issues about leverage, you will know them if you subscribe to the full class about cryptocurrency trading. You will know all those ones. So a trader is a professional financial analyst, and he trades within a short time, and also he can use leverage and also some other tools in predicting where the price of the market is likely to go, where the price of a particular coin or token is likely to go. So you can use such form of material or information to make his prediction. So a trader is a professional financial analyst that buy and sell an asset within much shorter time. He does so frequently. He does it quite frequently. In simple terms, for a layman, a trader makes profit by the reward he gets as a result of predicting the price of the asset correctly, the future price of the asset correctly, based on prior information he had through fundamental or technical analysis of the market. Fundamental analysis means it's using the news. Technical analysis means it's using either some strategies or some indicators or support and resistance, things like that, trend lines, flags, and whatever. So that's who a trader is. So a trader has to be somebody who is well informed about trading, about stock exchange, forex, and all those things. He needs to understand what it means to buy and sell, how to use leverage, how to do margin trading, and things like that. So that's the difference. So an investor just buy as if you buy normal gold or you buy land. You just buy, keep it. After 1 year, the thing appreciated, then he sells it. So investor or trader, what is best for a novice? The best thing for a novice for the start is to be an investor. Investment is easy to do. Just buy Bitcoin, keep it. After 5 months, go and check it. This price has actually gone up. Then sell it at a bigger price and you have your profit. So that's the best way to start. But it's also easy to be a trader on one condition if you take your time to learn. And that's why institutes like Kappa Institute is there to train people to become a trader. Of course, who makes the higher profit? Well, if you bring a good amount of money into investment, you can make big profit as well. So, but if you are very good in trading, you make far more profit. And that's why many of these Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, they don't do investment that much. They are basically trading on daily basis and they are making millions of dollars on daily basis. So they are trading. So it depends on you. But as a novice, like, okay, I just want to get into crypto under 1 week. Why not? Just or even under 2 hours. I'll just show you this is how you can do it. Just go to this platform, buy this coin, keep it. After 2 months, go and check it. As the price increased, it has increased. Good for you. You sell it and you get out of the market. Something like that. But if you're a trader, you have to focus on the charts. You have to check the charts very well. You have to ensure that everything is okay, and you pick your trades, and then you can you pick your trades, and you can enjoy yourself. So the uh, that's how the trading works. So that being said, let's move to the next point, which is trading platforms. So the trading platforms, the last session, I told you that I was going to share a particular screen for you so that you can check what exactly is happening in the market. So now, presently, I talked about peer-to-peer as well. So let me just show you something quickly. Let me just show you something quickly, and then so as you can see on our blog, so try and go to our blog, kappa.africa, go to the blog section and check blockchain. I'm coming. Okay. So, all right. So as you can see on this page, you can see Nigeria. Nigeria is what? Is the second in the list of all largest Bitcoin transaction in the market. Nigeria is second in the list. What African country again? Kenya, also number 8, and then South Africa, number 10. And this may seem not to be something really serious. It may not look so big to you. You may feel like, but wait, this is not something special or something like that. Well, the issue is this, okay? All right, so this is another thing, but I will show you this one later. So the issue about this is that in cases like this, right? In situations like that, you check the GDP of the country that we are talking about. What is the GDP compared to other countries of the world? You get my point? So if you compare that, the GDP of this country with the GDP of the other countries of the world, you will see that Africa is actually trying. Africa is trying tremendously and seriously. Africa is trying tremendously and seriously. So Africa is trying tremendously and seriously because if you check our GDP with other countries' GDP, more. Yet we are controlling Bitcoin. So that is why we can say that Africa is actually doing fine when it comes to the P2P, network. Okay, so let us continue. So the trading platforms, I just showed you a particular platform over there, and that platform over there is Binance platform. So, and that is for the professional traders. Okay, so these are the platforms that are used in conducting cryptocurrency transactions, such as peer-to-peer transactions. The best peer-to-peer transaction platform is, as far as I am concerned, is Paxful. Then we have some others like Remitano, Local Bitcoins, You can check those ones. So that means you can send, they help you to send Bitcoin to another person, okay, or any other cryptocurrency that they are offering. So now they will now help you supervise the transaction. Now, if I want to send cryptocurrency from myself to maybe Adewumi, now, if I want to send from myself to Adewumi, how am I sure that when I finish sending the cryptocurrency to Adewumi, will Adewumi send me the money to my bank account? I don't trust him. I don't know him. But Paxful knows the person because Paxful have his KYC, he has my own KYC. So Paxful stand as the escrow agent. Okay. So when I want to send to Adewumi, what basically happens is Adewumi says, I want to buy coin. I say, I want to, Adewumi said, I want to buy coin. I said, I want to sell coin. So now, Adewumi will give the money he will give his money into Paxos account, then I will send Adewumi coins. So after sending Adewumi coin, then Paxos will release the person's money into your own account. So something like that. That's how the system works. I'm just using that as an example, but that's how it works. So Paxos supervises your transaction to ensure that nobody dupes anybody. So that's what peer-to-peer transactions are all about, and Paxos, Remitano, local bitcoins, and others. Then for professional trading, we have Binance, we have Coinbase, we have Getaio, we have OKX, we have Huobi. But the most popular one for professional trading, I want to use fundamental analysis, I want to check my chart, things like that, is Binance. Everybody uses Binance. Majority of people, by far the largest, because they have a very good system, they have a very good, platform, and it's actually worthy of using. So that is that about the trading platform. So if you want to have better understanding, subscribe to the full course. And of course, that will be a wonderful thing to do. So that brings us to the closing of this lecture. So register for the full course. So sorry, I made a mistake there. It shouldn't be forex trading. It should be cryptocurrency. So by contacting our support team or check kafa.africa cryptocurrency trading to make your payment. So that is that about cryptocurrency trading. So just in case you have any question that you want to ask me, kindly drop it in the WhatsApp group that we established for this particular introductory class, so that we can discuss it there, and other people who are not able to make the class, they can also join as well. So thank you very much for listening. If you have a small question that you want to ask or a comment, just use the next 10 seconds to ask it. Then I will quickly reply as much as possible. And if I can't, then we'll carry it to the WhatsApp group. So, does anybody have anything to say?
I wanted to just ask a question concerning CBDC.
Okay. I'm listening.
Because from what you said now, from what you told us about CBDC, like it's not a cryptocurrency because it's not decentralized. Yeah, and then you actually explained that taxes and revenue be generated easily. Central bank can easily monitor transactions.
Okay.
Now, what is now the benefit for the general market?
Okay, what is general?
How does it benefit?
How
does it, because now it benefits the government. So how does it benefit the average person, like someone like me now that I have a smartphone and I have a wallet and I am making use of my CBDC? Maybe I want to do easy transactions. So what is the security for me, or
all right,
how?
I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah.
No problem. We are going to discuss that in the WhatsApp. All right. So we are going to discuss that in the WhatsApp. So